Hello, my dear students. Myself Devi Prasad Sir welcomes to you all to this episode of chemistry class. In this video, I have prepared some questions related to the chapter elements, compounds, and mixtures. That means the various techniques used to separate the kind of mixtures. Solids, liquids, and gases can all be mixed in different combinations. Mixtures are found in two forms, homogeneous and heterogeneous. For example, liquid mixtures can be of oil and water, in which the two liquids do not mix. Such mixtures are called heterogeneous. On the other hand, alcohol and water mix easily. They are said to be miscible and the mixture is said to be homogeneous. Now, how will you separate the following mixtures? Name the techniques only. First of all, let us read all the questions. That is iron and sulfur, next salt and water, nitre, charcoal and sulfur, methyl alcohol and ethyl alcohol, benzene and water, carbon dioxide and hydrogen, ammonium chloride and sand, benzoic acid and iron fillings, kerosene oil and water, ammonia and nitrogen, pigments of leaf, iodine and common salt, iodine and chloroform, nitrogen from liquid air, and last one is nitrogen and hydrogen chloride gas. Now, the answers to the above questions are like this. Iron and sulfur can be separated by using a magnet. Salt and water can be separated by evaporation or distillation. Nitre, charcoal and sulfur. To separate them, first dissolving the mixture in water, nitre will dissolve and insoluble charcoal and sulfur are separated by filtration. Nitre can be obtained by the process of crystallization. Charcoal and sulfur are treated with carbon disulfide. Sulfur dissolves and charcoal is separated by filtration. Sulfur is obtained by the evaporation of carbon disulfide. Now the third question goes like this. That's over. Now fourth one. Methyl alcohol and ethyl alcohol to separate, we use fractional distillation process. Next, to separate benzene and water, separating funnel can be used. Next, to separate carbon dioxide and hydrogen, sublimation method can be used, right? Sorry, carbon dioxide and hydrogen can be separated by dissolving in a suitable solvent, that is sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide solution can be used. Next, seventh question goes like this. To separate ammonium chloride and sand, sublimation process can be followed. Benzoic acid and iron fillings can be separated by sublimation or by magnetic separation. Kerosene oil and water can be separated by using a separating funnel. Next, ammonia and nitrogen can be separated by using a suitable solvent. Next, pigments of leaf can be separated by chromatography. Next, iodine and common salt can be separated by sublimation. Then iodine and chloroform can be separated by distillation process. Next, nitrogen from liquid air can be separated by fractional distillation. And finally, nitrogen and hydrogen chloride can be separated by dissolving in water. Now, name the following questions. The first question goes like this. Metal, name the metal which exists in liquid state at room temperature. The second question, a non-metal having metallic luster. Third question, a liquid non-metal. Next question, a non-metal which is good conductor of electricity. Fifth one, the property of metals by which they can be drawn into wires. Next one, the property of metals by which they can be beaten into sheets. The next property, the number of atoms present per molecule of an element. Next question, a diatomic element, then a triatomic element, and finally a tetraatomic element. The answers to these questions goes like this. First one, the metal which exists in the liquid state at room temperature is mercury. Second one, a non-metal having metallic luster. The answer is carbon, that is graphite. Third question, a liquid non-metal, that is bromine. Fourth one, a non-metal which is a good conductor of electricity, that is carbon, graphite, or gas carbon. Fifth one, the property of metals by which they can be drawn into wires is called as ductility. Next, the property of metals by which they can be beaten into sheets is called as malleability. Next question, the number of atoms present per molecule of an element is called atomicity, right? The next question is a diatomic element. We have got many examples of diatomic element. Chlorine, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. are the examples of diatomic elements. A triatomic element, example is ozone. Of course, ozone is a homogeneous triatomic element. Heterogeneous triatomic element, H2S, hydrogen sulfide, carbon disulfide, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, etc. In the last question, a tetraatomic element, the answer is phosphorus. My dear students, I hope that you all understood the question and answers given in this video. Thank you all for watching and learning from this video.